Hello, beautiful souls. It's me, Deloche, from Girl and Her Moon. And right now, I will be channeling the energies of the Cancer new moon and solar eclipse through the tarot cards. As I connect to the collective consciousness, any guidance and messages from the upper realms for this special occurrence will be revealed for the 12 zodiac signs. Now, a little bit about the new moon in Cancer. Now, Cancer is all about family, home. It's a very homey sign. So, a new moon in Cancer, generally all about new beginnings in the home and family, and can also be like the start of a new emotional journey because it's also about nurturing and caring, all of those beautiful emotions. So eclipses are about normally illumination, transformation, and evolution. So you can ask yourself these questions when you go through that moment with that new moon and solar eclipse. You could say, what truths are coming forward? What insights can I explore? And how can I harness this magic to its fullest potential? Now, this solar eclipse and new moon is a powerful one, being at 0 degrees of Cancer. It represents a fresh start that will unfold over the next 6 months at least. So let's see what kind of messages come through for each of the zodiac signs through the tarot. And we have a 4-card spread for each sign. And as always, we will start with the baby of the zodiac, Aries, and we will end with the old soul of the zodiac, Pisces. So let's start and see what comes through. Aries, 4 cards for you. Okay, take my wand and we'll start with the first card. So Aries. During this time, Aries is in the 4th house. And the 4th house is all about home and family, Aries. So what have we got here? What is the new moon and solar eclipse trying to highlight and teach you? The solar eclipse and Cancer new moon is trying to teach you about inner fulfillment within the home, making the most within the moment of happiness. Second card. So where are the transitions leading you? And what we have is this card. This is the card of, you can call it the heartbreak card, the separation card, the dissatisfaction card, the sorrow card, depression card, whatever that picture kind of like seems like to you. Don't forget, we've got swords here. The swords represent the mind and the processes of the mind. So this is not really about emotions at all, Aries. It's about the mind, what you feel disconnected from, separated from, what you feel sorrow within your mind. Take a look at that as well. Okay, so is there something that keeps going on in your mind that makes you feel sad? Is it like depressing you? Okay, so where are the transitions leading you towards this? That's something you need to avoid, okay? That's something that you need to overcome. So what is blocked and in the dark for you? apathy, boredom, disconnection. Again, we're getting something similar to this, but this is in the mind, and the cups represent emotions and feelings. Now, you're in the fourth house during this time, Aries. It's all about home and family. So something maybe within the home and family that is going to make you feel like that, or maybe you are going to think that you will feel like that because it is the mind. But this is like what is blocked and in the dark. Some sort of feeling of boredom, apathy, disconnection, emotionally feeling like that, okay? Regret, resentment, all of those feelings. This card is saying that you need to open yourself to new feelings, new emotions, new experiences at the heart level. The last card, what is this eclipse? What this eclipse will reveal for the future? Communications. The Page of Swords represents a restless mind, curiosity, but it also involves, because it's the sword card, it also involves a lot of, curiosity, mental energy, as well as from that mental energy, there is also the expressions from that mental energy. So communications, this could be correspondence, communications. And if you hear anything like other people talking about you, gossiping about you, because the page is like immature energy as well, okay? So there could be like immature talk, like gossip. This card is saying, if this is revealed to you, be the mature one. Do not be the immature one. Whoever's doing that, well, that's their problem. Okay? It's like they don't matter. That's what you need to do. Because what you need to do is you need to find within your home and family the happiness, every moment of happiness that you can catch, like the rainbow appearing, and you've got that moment of happiness, and when the rainbow is gone, you've experienced the happiness, but it's gone for the moment until it appears again. Within the moment, experience that with the rest of the family, with everyone else around you. Be present with your emotions. And I always do this. Smile. Maybe a wink as well. Okay, so that's what's coming through for you, Aries. Next sign we have is Taurus. Okay, Taurus. So, Taurus, you're in the third house during this time, and it's all about learning and communication. The third house represents siblings, represents local environment as well. So, let's have a look and see what comes through for you. The first card, what is this new moon and solar eclipse trying to highlight and teach you? It's trying to help you gain clarity in regards to a situation in your life. Okay, so you will be either forced to show clarity, or you will get some sort of clarity regarding some issue in your life. And this is like a new thing that you have been thinking about or wanting to make plans about, okay? Because the Ace of Swords, again, the processes of the mind and the expressions of the mind. So The swords represent the mind, and the crown here represents the crown chakra. So information coming through, it represents a enlightenment of some sort or clarity in regards to a new situation. This could be like a new thought. It could be maybe you are going to give someone clarity in the mind, in regards to the mind. Okay, so mindful clarity. The second card here represents, where are the transitions leading you? Where are these transitions leading you? Towards more work, mastery, okay? Towards more working towards your goals, your dreams through physical application, learning something or putting effort in at work. So more work, more effort, learning something, okay? Learning, mastering something, okay? This could relate to a course, you know, like maybe a short course, maybe something relating to communications. It could relate to maybe something that is within the close environment, you know, like your local area, maybe some sort of work coming your way within the local area, something like that, okay? The next card we have is what is blocked and in the dark? Some sort of hurt, pain, sorrow, something that you're not revealing maybe, or maybe someone is not revealing to you, okay? Some pain, some regret at the emotional level, dissatisfaction. It could be that someone's hurt you or you've hurt someone and it's like a desire to reconcile or something like that. Something that you are not aware of but will come through. Okay, so the next card we have is the Queen of Pentacles, and this is regarding what this eclipse will reveal for the future. What this eclipse will reveal for the future, and we have this card. This is the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is an earth sign woman, and she's all about the physical side, the three-dimensional world, and all of its physicalities. Okay, so when we look at this, what this eclipse will reveal for the future? Security, comforts, practical application, practicality, being grounded, being secure, maybe financially secure. So if you're getting this coming in, maybe this is going to make you into this, which is work is going to make you more secure and more grounded with a lot of abundance around you. Okay, security is coming your way, Taurus. Next we have Gemini, and Gemini is in the second house, which is all about material values and finances, the money you earn, security. Let's have a look and see what comes through for you. So 4 cards for Gemini. Okay, so we've got the first card, which is 2 of Swords. Swords representing the mind, the processes of the mind, and the expressions of the mind. And for this one, we have the question, What is this new moon and solar eclipse trying to highlight and teach you? Well, Gemini, if you are unable to make choices, I mean, Geminis are always, they have a problem making choices sometimes. So this is saying the new moon and solar eclipse is saying or trying to highlight and teach you to be able to make choices. Okay, it's saying don't be indecisive, don't fall into a stalemate, just make a choice. It doesn't matter what choice you make, you'll end up being where you're meant to end up anyway. Just make a choice. It's better than being like this. Okay, so just make a choice. Okay, so that's what the moon and solar eclipse is trying to highlight and teach you, to make a choice, because the next card we have is about choices again. 2 cards relating to choice. And this one is saying, well, it's also relating to home, family, and love. Okay, so the Lover's card relates to choices, but also relating to unions, love, and relationships. So where are the transitions leading you? They're leading you towards a choice that relates to your relationships, that relates to possibly your security relating to your relationships, your union or family. Okay, love. Make the choice with love. That's another thing that's coming through. When you're making the choice, make the choice with love or make the choice with your love. Okay, that's coming through. Now the next card we have is what is blocked in the dark. What is blocked in the dark? And we have the High Priestess, your inner voice. Your intuition is blocked. You're having a hard time tapping into the divine truth or your wisdom, your inner knowingness. Okay, so maybe you have, you've lost self-awareness. Maybe that's another thing. Okay, so you need to reconnect. Ground yourself and reconnect. So what this eclipse will reveal for the future, we have the Magician card. Now the Magician card is saying this eclipse will reveal to you something regarding creating something, creation, your willpower. Your willpower will start to heighten. You will want to create something. You will want to master something, and also adapting to the situation as well that you're in. Okay, just be careful that you don't get tricked or deceived. If you come across someone who's being crafty, there could be someone doing something behind your back, because we've got these 2 cards side by side. It could represent something that you're not aware of, because someone's taking advantage of you. Okay, so watch out for that as well. Okay, watch out that someone is not being crafty behind your back or deceiving you or tricking you. Be aware of that as well. Okay, this next sign is that special sign that the moon is in, Cancer. Cancer, you're in the first house, the house of self, the house of ego. A lot of people think that the ego is evil or bad, or it should be like totally gotten rid of or something. No, it's not. You need some ego, otherwise you'll become a doormat. So let's see what comes through for you, Cancer, because this is your moon. It's all about you. Seems like new beginnings for you. Okay, so what we have, the first card, which is the question is, what is this new moon and solar eclipse trying to highlight and teach you? It's trying to teach you to be more aware of yourself. Do not be so humble. Do not be so naive. Try to protect yourself from being too vulnerable. Okay, so if you've been vulnerable or too open, it's time to kind of like put that out in moderation. Okay, don't be so readily open. Have moderation, have a balance. It's like a switch button. You can open your heart when you want to, you can open your mind when you want to, but sometimes you need to also hold back. This is also relating to your security. Okay, so when we have this card, it represents the new moon in Cancer and solar eclipse is trying to highlight and teach you something relating to security or being conservative. Okay, it's saying don't be greedy or stingy or possessive to the extreme, but have a balance. Now, being greedy and stingy and possessive doesn't necessarily only mean with money. It could mean with yourself as well. So have a balance. Okay, have a balance of where you want to give from yourself, and be aware of who and when you want to give of yourself. Okay, the next card we have, the question, where are these transitions leading you? To new beginnings at the security level. So new beginnings, this is like an opportunity for prosperity. It's a new venture that's coming through. Okay, so with the Ace of Pentacles, Pentacles relating to the Earth cards, our three-dimensional and material world, it could be anything. I mean, when we say material world, it's not just about possessions and money. It does relate to your physical body as well. So you could be investing in your own, in yourself. Okay, so this could be like an opportunity for, or a new venture for an investment that is towards yourself, your health, your body, your appearance. Okay, all of that. The next card we have, what is blocked and in the dark? So we have the Fool card. The Fool card always means new beginnings, but it also represents innocence. Okay, so don't be naive. Don't let others take advantage of you, and don't be reckless. Again, it's the same kind of information that's coming through that. What's being blocked and in the dark. Now, there are new beginnings, but again, don't be reckless. Don't let anyone take advantage of you. Don't be naive. Don't be foolish. Okay, it's good to wander and start new things with precaution. Be very precautious. Okay, don't be reckless. And what this eclipse will reveal for the future for you. The World card. The World card represents fulfillment and harmony and completion at every level. It could also represent some sort of connection to overseas or international situations. That could be like travel or even online, anything that is connected internationally. Okay, so that also comes through. But normally it represents fulfillment, harmony, and completion in some way. Okay. So that is for Cancer. Okay, next we have Leo. Leo, you're in the 12th house, Leo, and the 12th house represents the subconscious, psychological issues and secrets. When I say psychological issues, it could mean that, you're more open to the portal during this time, where you're able to get in touch with the other dimensions. And some people might think that you're schizophrenic or you may see a lot of dreams during this time. Okay, so maybe dreams will come through more. It could be like a dreaming season for you. Okay, and you may also feel a bit depressed as well. That could also come through. But let's have a look and see what the cards show. Yeah, boredom. We've got the card of boredom, of apathy. Okay, Leo, you've got your card come through. Okay, so the first card we have is the King of Swords. And the question is, what is this new moon and solar eclipse trying to highlight and teach you? Well, the swords represent the mind, the processes of the mind and the expressions of the mind. And we have a king here, the King of Swords. The King of Swords is saying, well, during this time, Leo, do not be manipulative. Well, don't be cruel to anyone. Do not be manipulative. Try to also get a rein on your emotions. Think logically. Try to be truthful. Speak your truth. And be more disciplined. That's what's coming through with this card. Okay, so that's what the Cancer new moon and the solar eclipse is trying to highlight and teach you. So where are these transitions leading you? They're leading you to, if you're feeling boredom, regret, resentment, or anything like that, it's leading you towards opening your heart to new feelings, new emotions. Okay, so be open to new feelings. So what is blocked and in the dark? We have the Hierophant here, and the Hierophant is like the priest, and it represents traditional structures, or I shouldn't say structures, it's more like traditions and society. So maybe beliefs like religions and spirituality. So what is blocked and in the dark? Maybe your beliefs, maybe your spirituality, maybe certain things within your beliefs are blocked. Okay, so it could be that something regarding your tradition. Maybe you feel like whatever that was in the past was okay, but now it's kind of like blocking you from moving forward. So maybe it's time to let go of that belief or way of being. Okay, so that's what's coming through. The next card, we have the Strength card, and this is the Leo card. So what this eclipse will reveal for the future, it will reveal strength. Okay, so courage, inner strength, compassion, conviction, all that. And strength, this is like inner strength, but I also relate this to physical strength as well. So health, robust health. Okay, so That's where it's leading you. But overall, it's like inner strength. So that's for you, Leo. Okay, we've got Virgo next. And Virgo, you're in the 11th house. Now, the 11th house is all about friendships, associations, groups that, you know, not just like sports groups or golf clubs or things like that. Groups that have an idea for a greater good, you know, things like that. So groups like that, it could be relating to ideals and causes, okay? And also relates to the community in some way. So let's see what comes through for you, Virgo. Okay, this is for Virgo. The first card we have is the Justice card. And the question that goes along with this is, what is this new moon and solar eclipse trying to highlight and teach you? That's easy. It's trying to teach you to be truthful, fair, clear, and also understand that there is a cause and effect with everything. Okay, so there's cause and effect with everything that you basically you reap what you sow. Okay, so that is what the Cancer new moon and solar eclipse is trying to highlight and teach you. So the next card we have is the Sun card. This is the most positive card in the tarot deck, and you are the first sign so far that has got the Sun card. So where are these transitions leading you, Virgo? They're leading you towards joy, success, celebrations, and pleasurable moments. The next card we have is the Page of Cups, and the question that goes along with this is, what is blocked and in the dark? Maybe a happy surprise that you're not aware of, okay? And if you're too sensitive and suddenly act on your sensitive emotions immaturely, because the page can become emotionally immature, okay? Maybe feel insecure sometimes. So if you're too sensitive and lash out in an emotionally immature way, that's something that you shouldn't do. But in general, it's a positive card, and you've got a lot of positive cards around your layout. So it just means maybe a happy surprise that you're not aware of that will be revealed. Okay. The fourth card here is what this eclipse will reveal for the future, and we have the Temperance card. The Temperance card is all about finding the middle path, finding a meaning for something. It's about bringing the energies together, like reunion. It's also about being patient, okay? Having balance, having harmony, okay? So bringing in the energies together, realigning the energies, reuniting the energies, collecting yourself, bringing everything in balance, bringing it into harmony. That's what it means. So that is the eclipse will reveal for the future. That is what the eclipse will reveal for you in the future. Okay, the next sign we have is Libra. Libra, you're in the 10th house, and the 10th house is relating to career, prestige, and reputation. Okay, so let's have a look and see what comes through for you in regards to that. Okay, this first card we've had this card a lot in this video so far. So it just means choices with love or choices with a loved one. Okay, so what is this Cancer new moon and solar eclipse trying to highlight and teach you, Libra? And the Lovers card is saying choices with the one you love, where you make choices together, or choices regarding love and relationships. Okay, it could also represent choices in regards to the home and family, loved ones. Okay, relationship doesn't necessarily mean an intimate partner. It can mean family members as well, loved ones. Okay, so choices with loved ones or choices regarding loved ones. Okay, something like that is coming through, as the next card we have is related to the home, the house card. So where are these transitions leading you? These transitions are leading you towards support and within the home or community, and it could even represent a celebration within the home or within the community. Okay, so that's what's coming through, but this is relating to your career. So maybe something that you achieved will you will decide to celebrate at home, or maybe there is a celebration within the community in regards to your career or prestige, reputation. Your stance within the community is probably going to be celebrated. Okay, something like that. So the third card we have is what is blocked and in the dark. We have this card. This is an earth element card. It's the Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles represents hard work, perseverance, hard work, diligence, not giving up, not getting distracted. So hard work. Okay, so if you are being blocked in regards to hard work, maybe you can't work hard because of a situation, or you're working without results because you've got a lot of distractions. Maybe not getting any rewards for your hard work. Okay, there's a block in regards to work. Maybe that's coming through as well. Okay. Now the next card is what this eclipse will reveal for the future. And I've got this card. This should change the tempo of that last card. And the Knight of Wands, which is a spirit card, it represents action, adventure, and fearlessness, travel, all of that. Okay, so maybe traveling somewhere, maybe taking action for a new adventure. Okay, but don't be impulsive or reckless with this. So that is for you, Libra. The next card, next sign we have is Scorpio. Let's see what comes through for Scorpio. And Scorpio, you're in the 9th house, which is all about travel and higher learning. It also involves things like spirituality, religion, philosophy, all of that. Okay, so let's see what comes through. We got the travel card come up. Okay. So what is this new moon, Cancer new moon and solar eclipse trying to highlight and teach you, Scorpio? We have the 10 of Swords here. Swords represent the mind, the processes of the mind, and the expressions of the mind. Here what we have is within your mind you're feeling like you've failed at something, or something has collapsed, you've been defeated, or someone has backstabbed you. You feel like someone's backstabbed you. Maybe someone said something and you feel like someone's backstabbed you, or you feel in your mind that something has ended, it's completed, but it feels like you feel like, you know, you're dead. In other words, you've gone down with it as well. But you shouldn't think that way, okay? You shouldn't think that way. Things can't get any worse. The only way upwards is upwards, okay? There's no other way further down. The only way to move is upwards. And don't feel like a failure, or feel like you've been defeated, or if someone said something about you that you've been backstabbed, just forget about what they're saying. Don't worry your head with those things. Okay, so that's what the moon is trying to highlight to you. It's trying to say that move on from that way of feeling. Okay, move on from it. Try to move on. The next card we have relates to where these transitions are leading you. Where are these transitions leading you? And we've got the 5 of Wands. Now the 5 of Wands represent some sort of competition or conflict, or something within your reality that you can't avoid, okay, that involves some sort of conflict. But this is saying the only way you can avoid it is to avoid it firstly, and then respect others' differences. Just think that, you know, that's their way of thinking, so, well, good for them, and move on. That's what this is saying, okay? So that's where these transitions are leading you, okay? An awareness of others' differences. So what is being blocked, and what is blocked and in the dark? We have the Chariot card. Chariot card firstly relates to travel, okay? It can relate to travel. It could also relate to self-control or self-discipline. Maybe you have a loss of will. You feel a lack of direction or loss of direction. Okay, so what you need to do is let things unfold naturally. Do not try to push things forward. And in the meantime, the best thing you can do is try to get an alignment with your energies. Okay, align yourself. This is like getting a wheel alignment with the Chariot. If you can see, the Sphinx are going in different directions. You want them to face the same directions as you're driving the Chariot. In other words, your life through your life's journey. Okay, so you need to be more energetically aligned. And the next card we have is what this eclipse will reveal for the future. And what I get is this card, and this card shows the home. Okay, so home, it also shows community, but there is some sort of celebration occurring in the home. Okay, so something like that. Whether you're in your own home or you're in another house that is like home to you. Could be like a relative's home or something like that. You may be traveling to their home, okay, but there could be like problems with travel. That's what's coming through with that one, okay. So that's for you, Scorpio. Okay, so next we have Sagittarius, and Sagittarius, you're in the 8th house, and it's about meeting your needs, life secrets, and joint resources. Okay, so the 8th house is a little bit of a hard or weird house. Okay, it also represents things like sex and money, power, and things like that as well. So let's have a look and see what comes through for Sagittarius in the 8th house. Okay, the very first card we've got is the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords represents heartbreak, suffering, grief. Okay, so what is this new moon and solar eclipse trying to highlight and teach you? How to overcome heartbreak, how to overcome suffering and grief if there has been a breakup or a separation or something to make you feel these emotions. But they're not actually in your heart. They're like more so in your mind. Okay, because the sword cards represent the mind. And so it's trying to highlight and teach you, highlight this, but try to teach you how to recover, forgive, and move on from a situation like this. Okay? The next card we have is where are these transitions leading you? The transitions are leading you towards transition. Now the Six of Swords, it represents transition within the mind. Transition, leaving behind things that no longer serves you, beliefs, worries, anxieties. Leaving behind all of this and transitioning from traumatic, choppy waters to calmer, peaceful waters in the mind. Okay, so it's in the mind. It's all about transitioning in the mind, leaving behind your anxieties, your worries, your mindsets, your mindful habits, your fears, all of those, and transitioning and moving on. It's also like emotional baggage or unresolved issues. Okay, all of those things that you're leaving behind and moving on. The next card we have is the Seven of Pentacles. So what is blocked and in the dark? The Seven of Pentacles relates to hard work. Okay, it relates to hard work, perseverance, and diligence. And it's probably being blocked because you may be working without any results, or maybe you're being distracted from work, or maybe you're not getting any rewards for your hard efforts. That could be another thing. Okay, so that's that is what is being blocked and in the dark. Something relating to your hard efforts, hard work. Okay. So what this eclipse will reveal for the future for you? We have the Two of Pentacles, Two of Coins. It's saying that you need to find balance, organize yourself, and balancing your decisions or your priorities, being adaptable to the situation. So all of that is coming through for you. Sagittarius, that's for you. Okay, so next we have Capricorn. Now Capricorn, you are in the 7th house, and the 7th house is all about relationships, partnerships, and marriage. So I always see it this way. It's like a partnership, whether it's a business partnership or an intimate partnership, but something that binds it together like a legal document, like a signed document. Okay, so that's when it becomes more of a seventh house situation. So relationships and partnerships and marriage. Okay, so let's have a look and see what comes through for you, Capricorn. 4 cards. Oh, just jumped up quickly. Okay, so you've got very positive cards here. The very first card is the 9 of Cups, which represents the wish card within the tarot deck. This is known as the wish card. What is the Cancer new moon and solar eclipse trying to highlight and teach you? It's trying to teach you, to show you what it is that you have attained. So if you've got emotional satisfaction, because the cups represents the emotions and feelings of the human, and if you've got inner satisfaction and emotional stability, it is saying, do not be smug and dissatisfied or ungrateful for what you already have. Okay, so be grateful. Gratitude work. Gratitude is important here. So that's what the new moon and solar eclipse is trying to highlight and teach you. Okay, highlighting what you have attained, your emotional desires fulfilled, where you have emotional satisfaction and security. But if you do not realize what you've already attained and take it for granted, it's time to be grateful. Okay, so that's what it's saying. The next card we have is the Knight of Wands. Where are these transitions leading you? Well, Capricorn, it seems like you're going somewhere. Okay, so what I see here is taking action in regards to something in a fearless kind of way, and think of it as an adventure, but this also represents moving forward, physically moving, okay, on land. So movement on land, it could be travel, holiday, something like that. Okay, so these transitions are leading you towards some sort of adventure. Next card we have is what is blocked and in the dark? Ace of Cups. So new feelings, blocked creativity, feeling empty. What's being blocked and what's in the dark? Yeah, new emotional experiences, maybe emotional loss, blocked creativity, feeling empty. Okay, blocked intuition. So what this eclipse will reveal for the future, we have this card. This is very much similar to this card. They're both wand cards. Wands as in wands, not the number one. A lot of people think it's number one that I'm talking about, but it's wands as in wands, like this. So the 8 of Wands, what this eclipse will reveal for the future: rapid action, movement, and quick decisions. Okay, so rapid action, movement, and quick decisions. That is for you, Capricorn. Now these are all relating to your 7th house as well. So relationships, partnership, and marriage as well. Okay. The next card we have is Aquarius. Aquarius, you are in the 6th house, and the 6th house is all about work, environment, your duties, as well as your health. Okay, so let's see what comes through. It could also represent problems with a pet, so, or maybe adopting a new pet, something like that. So it does represent pets as well. Let's see what comes through for you. Okay, so what we have is the Knight of Wands. That's the very first card. And the question is, what is this Cancer new moon and solar eclipse trying to highlight and teach you, Aquarius? It's trying to teach you to be more active. Okay? Be more active. Be more action orientated. Have an adventure. Be a little bit fearless. Okay? Go and explore something. Be a little bit fearless. So that's what the Cancer new moon and solar eclipse is trying to highlight and teach you. But you need more action. That's what it's saying. Movement. It could also represent a move. So it could be like a holiday, moving house, something like that as well. Okay. The next one is, where are these transitions leading you? And what we have is this card. This is the Hangman. So the Hangman is saying, where are these transitions leading you? They're leading you towards some sort of sacrifice. Okay? You need to sacrifice something and suspend something at the same time. So to be able to release something that you don't want, okay, to be able to release something that you don't want, you need to sacrifice something, but you also need to suspend something. Okay, this could be like, you know, sacrificing more time to be able to have that adventure, that action. Okay, it's also saying that maybe you are going to be suspended for now. You know, maybe you want to take a holiday or move or something, or you need to take some sort of action in regards to something, but it's saying that it will be suspended for now. Okay, so it could be that. It's probably just saying wait around. Okay, that's like the Hangman is just hung and it's waiting around. Okay, so the third card is what is blocked and in the dark. And we have this card. This is relating to your culmination. You know, maybe your savings, the money you have, your possessions, your earnings, your money. It could also represent your family. Okay, so what is blocked and in the dark? Something relating to all of those. It could be relating to your stability, your resources, your success. What is blocked and in the dark? Maybe something that is big is coming your way, but at the moment it's blocked and it's in the dark. Okay, so something like that. It could also relate to family as well. It could also relate to, because this is the house of health, and if I put these together, if it's saying you need more action for your health, okay, and you need to sacrifice doing something. Maybe you need to sacrifice your time, or to put more action into your life. But this could be like a genetic situation that you're trying to fight against. It could be something like that. It may not be, it could be, because the earth cards can represent, because this is the inheritance card, so not just monetary inheritance, this could also represent genetic inheritance as well. So you might inherit good genes or bad genes, things like that. So what this eclipse will reveal for the future? Well, eventually you'll get the willpower to push through to achieve what you want to achieve. Okay, so you will be determined to manifest the outcome that you really, really so desire. So that's what's coming through for you, Aquarius. Okay, and the next sign we have is Pisces. So 4 cards for Pisces. Got 2 pages. Oops. Okay, so firstly, Pisces, you're in the 5th house, and the 5th house is all about recreation, romance, creativity, and children. Okay, so if you're feeling like doing creative stuff and you've got children around you, involve them. Maybe you're being creative because there's a new child coming into your life and you want to knit something for it, or it could be anything. Okay, so what is this new moon and solar eclipse trying to highlight and teach you? It's trying to teach you about curiosity, mental energy. Maybe there are certain people that are being deceptive or manipulative with all talk and no action. Okay, so that's probably what it's trying to highlight and teach you. It's trying to say to you, be aware of them. If there's any gossip or anything like that that is immature, because the pages are like children, they're immature, it's saying, well, they don't matter, so don't worry. Just move on. Don't be curious. That's another thing. Don't be curious or restless. Don't have this restless mental energy where you want to know more, you want to find out more. Don't worry about it. And if there's something that you really want to find out, your mind will be like restless. It will want to find out. And this could be something else as well. Could be anything else. Okay, so the next card we have is, where are these transitions leading you? Ooh, this is a nice card. They're leading you towards unity or some sort of connection, like heart-to-heart connection with someone. It doesn't necessarily mean it has to be an intimate partner with this kind of card. It could mean, a friend that you connect with at a heart level. They're so they're like someone that you will have in your life for until the day you die, that kind of friend. Okay, so where are these transitions leading you? Towards more connection with someone. Okay, more communication, balanced communication. Okay, so if there has been like a broken if there's been like a broken partnership or friendship or connection in some way, or even broken communication in some way, and if there's been like an imbalance, no balance there because of all talk and nothing else, then this is saying that the transition will lead you towards unity, where you will have that heart-to-heart connection. Okay, you will overcome that easily. So what is blocked and in the dark? And what we have is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is saying, maybe a lack of direction, okay? Maybe feeling like you're conflicted. So what is blocked and in the dark? Maybe you're not feeling as excited anymore. Maybe you don't want to explore. Maybe you don't feel as free as you would want to. Maybe you want to travel, but you can't, you know. So what is blocked and in the dark? Something like that, okay? And the last card is the Hierophant, or the Priest. So what this eclipse will reveal for the future for you, and with this card it shows maybe some sort of legacy or something within the community. So maybe it's something like, because you're in the 5th house, it's all about recreation, romance and creativity and children. And what I'm seeing is something that you are you find that is, you know, unconventional, okay? So what the eclipse will reveal for the future is your service to the community, or some sort of conventional way of thinking, or something that is unconventional that will reveal itself to you, okay? This could also relate to like cultural beliefs, spiritual beliefs, as well as religious beliefs as well, okay? So something that is conflicting will come forth. So this eclipse will reveal in the future something conflicting to your own faith or beliefs, okay? So that's what's coming through with that. But you've got 2 page swords, which represents, and they're both masculine, so it could be like 2 little boys. It does represent dealing with children at the moment, you know, like maybe doing some creative things, or creative things with children or for children, okay? So that's what's coming through. So that is for you, Pisces.